We'll get you started at 4 Eastern time. TNT's pregame starts at 5:30 Eastern time.
After the warm-up.
After the warm-up.
Yeah, okay.
And then you got to get warmed up.
Yeah.
Before you do the TV.
There's no question.
Then Pelicans, Raptors, ring night in Toronto, followed by the battle for LA. You're going to hear that phrase a lot this season. The Lakers and the Clippers. Speaking of LeBron James and the Lakers, or at least the Lakers, LeBron and virtually every other rotation player not playing. As the Lakers and Warriors met for the 4th time this preseason.
They're playing way too often. Steph Curry's played and making shots, so I see that.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to mind. He had 14 in the first quarter. We're flashing back to Monday, because again, they've played each other 4 times. Zach Norvell Jr. crosses over Jordan Poole.
Yeah,
okay?
and not the sprained ankle fall down trip.
Yeah, so this is back to reality. It's Norvell.
Oh, no, not again.
Got him again.
No way.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And one. Had insult and a free throat injury. D'Angelo Russell, look at that.
Nice cut.
How about that teamwork?
Yeah, I like
Fine
it.
Steph. And then Marquise Chris, they're keeping Marquise Chris, who's made this team.
Nice pass from Green to Chris over to Steph. Nice ball movement.
Curry with 22 at the half. Golden State up by 16. Russell gets it going in the second half.
He made some big shots and some tough shots too. A lot of threes, pull-ups, and he's looking pretty comfortable in that offense right now. And as long as there's ball and body movement, if you have a high basketball IQ, you're going to play well.
He hit 6 of 11 from three-point range, finished with 29 points on the night. Golden State up by 13. Steph enjoying that and enjoying this. Doesn't need a lot of space.
And you need to get up on that pick and roll, big guy. You just can't leave your guard out there alone with Steph Curry coming off that pick.
He knocked down 6 threes as well, finished with 32 on the night as the Warriors hit 18 as a team in 46 attempts. So here we are for real now. We're talking about the regular season. These two really interesting teams in the Western Conference. Golden State won 57 games last year. Lakers won 37 games last year. Which team's record will be more radically different by the end of the regular season?
I can see those two records just flipping. I can see the Lakers winning 57 and the Warriors 37. I'm concerned about the Warriors just because you can't lose Livingston and Iguodala and KD and Clay, who's hurt for the year.
Right.
That's 4 of your top 6 players. Boy, you're bringing in a whole new group. Kerr will do a nice job there. They still have Steph, but they have a lot of new bodies to try to incorporate into a system. So I'm not a believer yet. We'll have to see. I don't think they'll make the playoffs.
And obviously with the Lakers, if the duo at the top is healthy, you figure just on talent they're going to win a bunch of games. What do you need to see from them over the course of the regular season?
Good defense. I didn't see much good defense out of the Lakers last year. And outside shooting. Because eventually, if you don't play good defense and you can't shoot the ball, the other team's just going to pack it and make you shoot and then score on you at will. So I just think good defense by the Lakers and the ability to make some shots.
Kuzma was like a 30% three-point shooter last year. Danny Green's had a really good season, but that kind of reversed a trend for him the previous 2-3 years.
He's been up and down a lot, yes.
All right, going to be fun. It's the regular season. You're going to hear that a lot. It's happening.
All right.
More coming up here. The new look Rockets ready to do it for real. Their final preseason outing was entertaining, to say the least, in Miami.
Ooh, sidestep.
Whap. Sidestep. And he was just getting warmed up here.
2 guys had 40 in this game.
Yeah,
2 guys.
which is unbelievable.
Yes.
Harden with 21 at the half. It might be a clue as to one of the 2 guys.
Yeah, good clue.
Third quarter, it's more from Harden. He's out there. He's doing his thing. 8 of 16 from three-point range.
Heck of a pass.
Harden setting up Clint Capella running the floor, and then Harden one more time.
Whoa, deep. So we know one of the guys got 40.
Yeah.
His name is James Harden.
You may not be able to identify the other guy, but first Westbrook drives, spins, and it's whacked in the right hand, grabs it. Mike D'Antoni said after the game he dislocated, quote, fingers, plural, on the play, and he was done for the night. Westbrook played just under 26 minutes. The other 40-point scorer, Kendrick Nunn.
Who?
Kendrick Nunn.
He had 40?
Yep, still yet to make his NBA debut, but 6 of 10 from 3, went for 40. Harden, on the other hand, goes for 44. in nearly 35 minutes worth of work. Wow. It's a preseason game.
Yeah. Two guys went for 40 in a preseason game. They shot lights out from three, both teams. That was a heck of a game.
I mean, Harden, obviously he's ready to go, but if you're Mike D'Antoni, I mean, why is he playing 35 minutes and going for 44?
Oh, I think he told Coach D'Antoni,
I just want to stay.
Yeah, play me a game. Let me see where I'm at. A lot of times late in the preseason as a veteran player, you've coasted a little bit. You really want to push yourself one game to see what do I have for 36, 38 minutes, my normal playing time in the regular season. And James found out he had a lot. He had 44 points in him and big shots down the stretch.
You want to find that regular season gear at least once and feel it before you go into the season. All right, so Westbrook got hurt, but they also didn't play together a ton in this game. At what point in the season do you think you'll have a handle on what this pairing can be for the Rockets?
Yeah, it's going to take a little while, I think, and they're good friends, which helps. They played together already in OKC earlier in their careers. But they both are really ball dominant. And for things to work, everybody says little things. There's no little things in basketball. There's winning plays and non-winning plays. Like, are you going to sprint the floor if you don't have the ball? Are you going to, if the floor gets overloaded and the guy comes, who's going to just give up the cut?
Do much of that.
They haven't done that. Yeah. How many of those guys have just gone and set picks away, just opened up for their teammates? They haven't done a lot of that stuff. And if you want to win, you're going to have to do those things. They're not little things. They're just winning plays. Spacing the court, running, setting screens for others, being accountable defensively. Just all the things that you got to do. And those guys are capable of. Both of them. I know I coach James. James has got a very, very high basketball IQ, and I know Russell Westbrook really knows how to play.
Right.
But they've got to get into that groove where they're just doing a lot of different things that maybe they've done before. It just can't be your turn, my turn type. Because I saw tonight, James was a plus 25 in 35 minutes, and Russell Westbrook was a minus 1 in 26 minutes. That's a weird
again, they've said they're going to stagger their minutes, which you can do in the regular season, and those are two potent units with those guys on the floor. But at some point, they're going to finish games together, and you got to figure that stuff out. Yeah,
no question. Yeah, the last 8 minutes of games, they're going to be on the floor together. Right. They've got to find a cohesive way to play.
All right, like Miami, the Sixers were unbeaten. See, I'm doing it again.
Yeah,
building.
Yeah, I see that.
Building. You see, you feel it?
I do. I can feel it.
Roll the highlight. As their night began with the Washington Wizards. I was trying to build.
I know you are.
Builders.
I the enthusiasm.
There's a pacing. It's preseason here as well.
Yeah, you're getting your rhythm.
Bradley Beal. He's got a new deal. You may have heard about that.
Oof, big money too.
Big money. 2 years, $72 million. Really, it's a 1 year deal with an option on the back end, but it means nobody can pluck him from the Wizards this season because he can't be traded.
No.
And he's still really good.
Yeah, he's going to make a lot of shots. I know that. And he's really played well this last year and taking over. John Wall got hurt, and Beal put on another level for me I didn't know he had.
I think Beal, he might wind up top 3 or 4 in the league in scoring on this team.
Yeah, and he ended up being a better playmaker than I thought. He ended up being a better overall player when John Wall got hurt than I thought. But right there, the big fella that makes that shot, I just would hope that Joel Embiid doesn't fall in love with the three. I love him in the post. He's just unguardable down there.
Yeah, I wonder if Al Horford's presence will require him to spend more time in the post and less time out on the perimeter. There's Rui Hachimura, the rookie, knocking down the three. Washington was 16 of 37 from out there. Philly just 7 of 27. Embiid, a flagrant foul there on Mo Wagner. It's the preseason.
Ooh.
Come on, Joe.
Let me see.
Yeah, got him in the head.
I guess he hit him,
Yeah, got him in the head.
Mo landed on his back.
I've seen worse. It's not malicious.
No, not at all.
But he did hit him in the head. Easy for me to say it's no big deal.
Well, Washington beat him, and Philly was undefeated going into that.
Undefeated, no longer.
No
longer.
4-1.
Will they be able to recover when the regular season begins?
Well, they have a week to recover.
It's a momentum killer. Grizzlies and the Spurs. Ja Morant, the number 2 overall pick in San Antonio, taking on DeMar DeRozan. And the fellas winning his team in NBA history by percentage.
The Spurs.
Yeah,
it's true. I tell you what, they're going to find a way to win again. I want to watch this Grizzlies team. I do like some of their younger players, see how they play. But at the end of the day, Pop will get that San Antonio team in the playoffs, and how far they can go, I don't know. It's going to rely on, of course, DeRozan and Aldridge to really play well, but they'll be there. I'm not sure right now that where Memphis' ceiling is. I think that Memphis is at just getting the young guys playing better and finding a rhythm as a team.
I think most people believe the ceiling is low.
Yes, I know.
It's a low ceiling.
Low ceiling.
Not the kind of house you'd want to move into.
No, but they got
ducking a lot.
They got good young players, and so let's just look at the positives, Matt.
I was just going to keep going with the ceiling.
I know you were going to have to stop that.
There's Ja Morant.
Nice cut.
From Brandon Clark. You saw Morant find Clark earlier in the highlight. He returns the favor.
Yeah, he's interesting because he can, he finds people, he passes. He's a very clever player. I think Memphis got a nice future. Just got to be patient with those young guys.
Clark had 11. Patty Mills to Lonnie Walker the fourth. Ooh. Saw him in Vegas, and he looks great physically and athletically. It's the and one there. San Antonio up by 13. Grayson Allen to Morant on the oop. Ja with 16 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds.
He's got some ups. So he's going to fill up the stat sheet. There's no question about that. Does a little bit of everything.
But the Spurs get the win 104-91. No more ceiling talk.
No.
I promise.
No.
We'll check in on the defending champs and the Nets, Kyrie Irving and Brooklyn.